Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2022 Bud Hill Masters at Bud Hill Disc Golf Course in Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you so much to Steve, Rico, and everybody at Legacy Disc for their generous support of this tournament. Thank you to Jonathan Ray, our tournament director, and Grassroots Disc Golf for their tireless efforts. And thank you to Waste Connections and all of our other sponsors and supporters.
My name is Jonathan Ray. My home course is the Bud Hill.
Dutch Napier, Yellow Creek Park.
Steve Rico, home course is Veterans Park, somewhere California.
James Lecy.
As you can see, we've got a stacked card for our feature coverage, MP40 Round 1. Thank you so much to Danny and Barbara Daniels for giving us such a wonderful place to play. This is hole 1, 344 feet. My name is Wil McKaskle. This is Justin Morris.
Clock tee time, first on the pad from
everybody.
California, Stephen Rico.
And that's Slim from STC, South Tipton County Disc Golf. Thank you for getting our players started off right. Steve Rico taking us out the gate.
Like I say, it should be a straightforward shot for these guys. Just make it out of the gap and nestle up there to the basket. So 344 shouldn't be too difficult a distance for these guys.
There is wind moving around in a circular fashion out in that open area. So that right there is about where you want to be.
From Owensboro, Kentucky, Dutch Napier.
Team Prodigy Disc, Dutch Napier. One of the preeminent MP40 players in disc golf with a really cool logo.
Has this on a good line, needs to hook up a little. And he's in there
Nestle.
close.
Little Rock, Arkansas,
Nestle.
James Lecy.
Team Innova, James Lecy, huge supporter of Bud Hill Disc Golf and disc golf in the area of Memphis and Little Rock.
Looks like maybe the wind has pushed him a little bit too far wide right.
Fort
Yeah,
Myers,
people
Florida,
breeze got a
Jonathan
hold of
Ray.
him.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Lecy will have a testy putt.
Fort Myers by way of Memphis, Tennessee, representing Dynamic Discs, our very own Jonathan Ray.
He's hung this out a little wide, needs it to hook up.
Pick the right
And
disc.
Gentlemen,
Yes,
have
yes,
fun.
sir.
Thanks for coming.
Very grateful for Slim from STC for running these tee announcements because nobody else wanted to do it, and he was excited. Lecy got a little work to do, and it looks good. Oh,
Unfortunate roll as well. Dutch for his birdie.
and he's in there.
That's the way you want to start your round. Oh, little hesitation on the putt. Seems the wind may be a factor on the green as well as off the tee.
Mhm.
So
Taking his time measuring. And then again.
unfortunate. Seems someone forgot to preheat their putters. Great birdie there as well.
Right in his range. You know, this is his backyard. That's how he hopes to start the round and the tournament. Little tap in. Taking a bogue off the first hole, but plenty of golf left. We're on hole 2. 293 feet. This one's going to be tricky today because of the wind and also two marked hazards that are in pretty prime landing zones on the hole near the green.
They do
Or in
tighten-
the green.
Tighten your landing zone up quite considerably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, if the wind's not blowing, you can play high and right and let it drop
Unfortunately,
back
he just
down.
kicks the hay bale and sits down into the hazard. That's
Yeah, the
not
first
where you
hazard
wanna
wraps
be.
around that hay bale, and he is prevented from having any ground action to get out.
Dutch is on a similar line but higher, so this should play out nicely.
Yeah,
And it does.
that's right in his distance. Little early release, playing the low route. Friendly tree kicked him back into the fairway.
Very fortunate to not be tucked up in there.
He's got a safe shot for a 3. He's not in a hazard. Taking Rico's lead. Yeah, looking for some revenge. Little comeback. Right up in there. Don't hit your head.
Nestled in there for his par.
Gonna have to play high over this hay bale.
Needs this to save his par.
Giving it a
And
chance.
it's just a little long.
And again, you know, that's a marked hazard. He was playing for his 3 right there. Dutch just tapping everything in.
2 for 2. Can't complain about it.
Yeah. And Lecy hoping to capitalize on a great drive. And he's back in the mix.
So nice to get the birdie after the bogey on the first.
Yeah. Yeah, that bogey on 1 can build up the nerves. Give it a little tappy.
Now Mr. Lecy and Rico are back at even par on the day, so. But as we said, there is plenty of golf to be had.
Hole 3, 252 feet. It's a tunnel shot, straight up the gut. Fairway does pinch pretty tight right off the tee. You're really hoping to just hit that ground action, catch the leaves, and skip right up to the pin.
A little high and off in the tree line, gets a fortunate kick. If it kicks the other way, he is definitely cut off from the pin. Also a fortunate kick. Kicking to the right there is not the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, he should have not too much trouble coming back down the hillside there. He got a little forward push off that kick. And John playing low, nice and smooth and easy.
Little Annie skip with a skitter play at the end.
Nestle,
To a putt.
nestle.
Seems a little right, needs to hook up, and just catches the garbage and sits down. Surprisingly wide open look at the basket after an unfortunate kick off his tee shot.
Gave it a little bit too much of a shot.
A little low and outside from Dutch. Great height on it. I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, it's a good bid. It's almost like putting from a laundry room into a hallway in your basement.
Great
Good
birdie
putt.
there.
Yep.
Ties it up with Dutch, and hopefully these boys will be able to clean up their pars, and we'll move on to 4.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the course, not a frisbee was flying. The snow couldn't be worse. Disc golfers were cooped up in holiday scenes, while Joma's pro bygones loop on our screens. Then what to my wondering eyes should appear but Legacy Rico claws, bearing good cheer. "Christmas boxes are coming," he said with a wink. "There'll be mystery plastic, red, green, and pink. There'll be limited stamps and collectible runs, so throwers and hoarders can join in the fun. Order online, keep your eye on the mail, but don't drag your feet, there aren't many avail." As he spoke, he drained putts from the edge of C2, and the chain summoned a sleigh. 14502. Then I heard him exclaim ere he zoomed out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a pure flight."
Thank you, Rico Claus. Moving into hole 4. 599 feet. Very long, very tricky. You must cross over a split fairway onto the right side to have a chance at attacking the green. And it's a par 3.
Very difficult par 3. We'll see how these guys attack it, especially with the wind. The wind should be playing a little left to right here, so it should help with the flip.
And the ideal route is kind of pinned down by some low ceilings in the middle. So you see J. Ray trying to play the wide side and the skip in, and he's got a pretty good look.
That line of trees in the middle, even though it is right in the middle of your fairway, there are plenty of lanes to play through there.
Little bit shorter than he probably hoped for, but he's, still right in the fairway. Playing real wide.
And it ended up great. That's great. That's shooting straight down the hallway, so he should have a good look at an upshot there. And he looks to have put it on the line.
Yep. That's pretty much textbook what you want to do on this hole. He's in great position for his next shot.
This looks like it's
looking great.
Yes. Maybe a hair short. Can't really tell from the pin. Yeah, just a little short. He's circle's edge. He should have that putt, no problem. Oh no, he has released this one late into the trees.
If you're throwing backhand right there, you want to play that right side to have a fade up to the pin, but man, yeah, he just got over on it.
It looks like he's pinched himself up against a tree there, even though he did hit the line you are intended to hit. So
handled it nicely.
No worse for the wear.
Yeah. Definitely not the worst second shot I've seen on this hole.
Yeah. These are masters as well, so that we should expect a little
excellent shot from J. Ray.
Yes. Yes. For a long look at par.
And had a chance.
Yes.
Excellent putt. I feel like Captain Obvious saying Steve Rico had an awesome putt. Yeah.
I just want to see him pop out of a snowman again.
Yeah. Another good putt from Dutch. I kept waiting for, in that one spot where he says, there was only so many avail. I kept waiting for him to go, a ball.
Gotta fit the rhyme scheme. Good putt there from J. Ray.
Another good putt. Neck and neck still, Dutch and J. Ray.
A par almost seems like a birdie on this hole.
It really feels good.
Yeah, you definitely need to get the par here.
On hole 5, 338 feet up a pretty steep incline. Lots of guardian trees on either side. Tight fairway. But this is one that you really want to get because there's some tricky holes coming up.
Looks like the same disc he threw on hole 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it, right off the top of the basket.
Kissed it.
Apparently he likes
Mwah.
that disc.
Yeah.
So we see why.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's a verdict. But it might be like some premium plastic putter.
He's put this out a little bit too far left, but he's up there. Let's see where. Oh, well. I think he is inside the circle. It's
Oh, yeah.
hard to tell
Yeah.
where the basket was.
He usually is.
He seems
Chasing
to be
it.
following the same line. Yeah,
Yep.
followed almost exactly the same line, as they are both inside the circle. And has turned this over. Just hasn't been able to put much together today. Hopefully we can see him snap out of that. He gives it a good little bit under the basket.
Excellent. Ching.
Dutch and J-Ray going shot for shot here.
Mm-hmm.
Good little first few holes for him. Mr. Rico gets back under par.
Yeah, now we're heading into, of course, Bud Hill is a stone's throw from the mighty Mississippi River. And this is what we refer to as the snake hole. Normally, the whole bottom there is full of water, and then you've got these 3 terraced retaining walls leading up to the pin. Over the left side is a levee with a very steep drop-off that is OB.
He seems to have put this out left. Let's hope it turns. And you can see the line.
Mm-hmm. He
where-
was flirting with it just a
Yes.
little bit.
Yes, that is their OB up there.
Should be safe. He's struck the lower level there.
These wooden tiers have been recently updated by Mr. Rich McMorrin and a lot of the locals out there at Bud Hill, and they look fantastic. This is definitely an iconic hole.
Yes, Aaron Birch, Riley Chambers, Dave Smith, the Daniels family, all the people who love and play at
Put this
Bud
out
Hill.
to the left. Gets a fortunate kick to stay out of the death danger of the cliff to your left.
Yeah, and while this is not full of water, it is still OB. And so,
He is playing from the drop zone. Good turn on it. And he is up there to tap in.
yeah, when this is full of water, I mean, Bud Hill generally has more snakes per... Oh, my gosh. Bud Hill generally has more snakes per capita than anywhere else in the United States, and this is where a lot of the cottonmouths like to hang out.
That was an unfortunate kick out from Mr. Rico.
Yeah.
You never want to see somebody punished for hitting the center pole, but it happened there.
It does happen. Are you blaming the basket?
I would never.
Excellent.
Great putt there for Dutch.
Excellent.
So Dutch and J-Ray seem to be separating themselves from the field quite nicely.
Yeah. That is a heated battle that's developing moving into hole 7. Again, this one is a little bit more intimidating when it's full of water, but there's still OB at the bottom, 277 feet, a lot of guardian trees playing from up high to down low, And, I mean, there is the intended route is a straightforward Hyzer shot like you're seeing here from J-Ray.
Unfortunately kicks a tree, but he still does have an outside look at a birdie there.
That's the line.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Little
Smooth
root
as butter.
backstop there. Stevie getting off the tee nicely.
Almost
And
the same
yep.
line. Oh, a little unfortunate little back kick there, but still up there.
Yeah, our angle cut off a little short to see the bloody aftermath, but it was moving backwards. Yep.
That is out there as well. So we do have some looks at birdies. This is a significantly uphill look for a birdie here.
And that kind of distance with that elevation plays tricks with your depth perception, I think. Caged it.
And putting uphill, sometimes it's harder to get enough height to begin with.
Right.
That was a great one there. James needs this one to get something back for these guys. Get him closer. Great putt.
Excellent putt.
Seems
Bring it on back.
Seems the putters have been properly preheated now.
Mm-hmm.
Is he carrying a baseball bat?
Yeah, he uses it to warm up.
Okay.
All right, hole 8, 331 feet. This is back into that open area right next to hole 1. So the wind is moving around. This is going to be a tough decision golf-wise on whether you're laying up short of the OB road or attacking the green. Over the fence and into the parking lot is OB.
Wind is playing right to left here. So
And that is
Oh my
extremely well
goodness.
played.
I do believe he hit the cage.
There's a little more wiggle room on this hole than there has been in years past. That bamboo that's around the green was much thicker and closed off, and now there's a path there to 18.
Seemed like a slight slip on the tee there for Rico.
Yeah, a little bit of action there. It looks like he might have made it over the road, but he's choked off on that right side. Lecy's following him. Oh!
Wow.
And it kicked him back out, thankfully.
He is putting back toward the road, so he's got to make a decision whether to go for it or just go for the par. Seems wide. Oh,
Right in over the top.
great effort there. I believe Rico has gone out of bounds.
Yeah. He might have landed in the road or...
Needs to get this one. And he
Excellent
does.
putt from James Lecy.
Yes, it does seem like the putters have been properly warmed and are ready
Performing to
go.
their expected
Yes.
capacity. Another excellent putt from Dutch.
He's got a lot of work to do to come back, but I mean that's got to build the confidence.
Yes, sir.
Great putt there.
With the bamboo at his back. Stevie tapping it in. And we're on to hole 9. The infamous island hole. So, this is 206 feet. As you can see by the orange flags, there is a island green. You must make it onto the island green off your drive, or you proceed to the drop zone with a 1-stroke penalty.
The island green is protected by a lot of trees that do create a low ceiling very close to the green, so...
That is the
Since
preferred route right there.
put
Take a
that
putter and put
right
it in
in
on the
there.
right side. Let it skip up.
hard to argue with. Similar route, a little lower than you want it, definitely, and he seems to have missed the island. So he'll be throwing from the drop zone. J-Ray going standstill. Needs this to check up, and it does not. I do believe he has missed the island long. He will also go to the drop zone. And that is the
Textbook.
way you draw it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. I do believe this drop zone is 90 feet.
Yeah, it's a good little ways.
significant throw.
But there's a
still.
chance to get it in there to save your 3.
That's about as good as you can do.
Mm-hmm. Short of a miracle. Dutch looking to build onto his lead, and he does.
Does capitalize, getting him 2
7
strokes
down
of
through
separation.
9.
That's
Not even
impressive
breaking
play
a
there,
sweat.
Mr. Napier.
All right, guys, that's our front 9. Justin?
Got a couple of more tap outs to go here, but thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you on the back.
Yeah. J-Ray cleaning up. The next hole is a doozy. So stay tuned to Sky Hyzer Productions on the YouTubes. And we'll see you for the Triple Mando hole. We've got
Dutch
on the card Dutch
throwing
clearly leading the group.
fire.
Yep. Tim
Buttons.
Hartline, though,
Wow.
at -8, coming from another card.
impressive.
Philip Belknap, Turtle, is tied for 3rd place
Yes,
with
sir,
Tony Bass.
Mr.
Alan
Ninja
Wagner
Turtle.
from St. Louis. Chris Sprague. We'll see you guys after the turn.